So I've had these earphones for about 9 months or maybe just over 9 months now, and honestly, if you are somebody who's into earphones that are loud, you want a loud set of earphones, these are not for you. You just carry on. Look at other videos on YouTube right now. But this specific set of headphones, a lot of people have written to me saying, I bought these because I liked your review, and they're just not loud enough. So if you are prone to listening to loud earphones, just avoid these. But before I go more into how these sound, let's quickly talk about how these are built. So JBL has used a matte finish on this, which is nice to see. I think they've got a matte finish across the board with all their earphones, and it's nice because the glossy finish always scratches and scuffs very quickly within a few days or weeks. This has held up pretty well. Now, no doubt, full disclosure here, I have not used these every day because I'm constantly reviewing newer products. So I do listen to these once in a while because they are actually one of my favorite ones. When it comes to all the mass market earphones that are available, this is one set of earphones that has decided not to be loud. Surprisingly, the fact that it's from JBL and not being loud is also a bit odd, but it's not trying to be loud, it's not trying to be obnoxious. But overall, coming back to the build, it is very well put together. I haven't had any issues with it. The case works perfectly fine, the earphones work perfectly fine. I have had a few people write into me and tell me on my reviews that one of the earphones hasn't been charging. Now, this is an issue that the JBL 230NC did have quite a lot. So this one I think is more secluded, it's not as bad. And as far as I know, in every case, I have recommended that they go to the JBL service center, and all of them have had their earphones replaced. Now, JBL has been improving on the overall sales for one, and service more importantly. So they are looking after their customers. So if you do happen to have an issue with your JBL Tune Beams, consider going over to a JBL service center and seeing if they can figure it out for you. On a feature front, it's worked perfectly fine. The touch controls work well. In fact, most of the features are within the app itself. So only if you go into the app can you really do a lot of things with it. So it does have active noise cancelling, which works well. It works pretty well, I have to say. It does do a very good job of isolating the noise around you, provided you have the correct ear tip on. Now, if the ear tip isn't fitting correctly, chances are it's because of that noise is bleeding in. So it's worthwhile spending some time and getting the right ear tip size. This does have multi-device pairing, but I've not really used it much because I know what I want. I latch onto the device that I know I'm going to be listening to. If I am taking a phone call and I'm listening to another device, I'd rather not my earphones be disturbed with music, but that's just me. A lot of people do prefer to have it latched onto two devices, and whenever I've tested it with it, it has worked reasonably well when it comes to that feature in particular. And coming back to the ANC now, it does have microphones to govern the ANC, but those same microphones also do come into effect when using the environmental noise cancelling. So if you do want to know how this would function with its environmental noise cancelling for any phone calls you may want to take in a busy environment, there's only one way to show you how. I'm calling you from the usual busy street where I do all my call tests from, just to give you a sense of how much noise these earphones are going to be battling with their environmental noise cancelling. Now, there are a lot of two-wheelers, four-wheelers, you might get some occasional trucks as well, so you can expect some pressure horns being blown at the back of me, behind me, and of course there's some construction work going on over my left shoulder as well. So with all this noise going on, I can only expect these earphones to struggle, but you'd be the best judge to decide how this performs. So I have been on the camera microphone all this time, and I will switch over to the JBL Tune Beam right about now. So this is your overall vocal tonality you can expect to carry over to your recipient. Now, no doubt this is the worst kind of situation you can be in if you're near a busy street or a very noisy area, because this is a lot to process, especially considering this is handling its active noise cancelling and environmental noise cancelling at the same time. Now, I do toggle between the ANC modes off and on in the in-depth review, so feel free to give that a look if you want to check out my in-depth review, which I will leave down in the description below. So you can expect this overall vocal tonality to carry over to your recipient, and you are the best judge to decide whether or not this is good enough for you. So I do hope that this demo has given you a better understanding of these earphones, and I will see you back at the studio. Battery life on this is pretty sensational, and if I'm being honest, I don't really use earphones very much in a long stretch. So I usually have these for about 2.5 to maximum 3 hours of use in my ears, because I like my ears to breathe. So I do take it off, but I haven't been putting it back into the case, and I think this will definitely carry you for 7 hours, maybe 8 hours even, because I've not really maxed it to really run out of its batteries completely. Now, one thing to keep in mind is as these batteries age and progress with time, the tiny little cells within the earbuds in particular will deteriorate faster than the larger battery in the case. So you will see a fluctuation in, one side, the earphone might say 100%, the other might say 90%, or there might be more of a variation. Chances are this should carry you for a year without a problem. But if there is a significant difference, like one earphone is 90% and one is 10, take it to the JBL service center, because if it is that different, chances are the warranty hopefully should cover it. But this is something you'll have to take up with the JBL service centers in particular. Anyway, honestly, most of these products lifespans are say about a year, year and a half. You might get 2.5, 3 years if you're really lucky. But honestly, if you get anything more than a year, it's a very big deal with these tiny little cells. And then moving on to the most important thing with any earphones in particular is the sound, because more than features and build, these are going to be in your ears. You're going to be hearing and listening and absorbing content while you're traveling or even relaxing at home. And honestly, when it comes to JBL, when I first heard these, it really blew me away, because I've always expected JBL sound to be big, to be heavy in the bass, to be, very aggressive in being loud. These are almost the opposite of that, because it's tuned terrifically well. The overall detail recovery in this, despite it only supporting SBC and AAC, is absolutely sensational. You are able to zone into your nuances very easily. It's quite effortless in its overall delivery. It is more of a balanced overall sound delivery than having an exaggerated bass. Now, no doubt you can play around with the settings within the equalizer, within the app, so you can really customize the sound the way you want to, and really open up certain frequencies that you'd like to appreciate more, depending on the kind of music you're listening to. But the one thing you have to keep in mind is this is not a loud set of earphones. In fact, a lot of people have written back to me saying, I really liked your review on it. I've picked it up, but it's not as loud as I wanted. So a lot of people, I think, do prefer having a much louder sound. I don't. I usually listen to these at around anywhere between maybe 45 and 50% volume. I usually listen to earphones at around maybe 30-35% volume, but because this is not as loud as a lot of earphones, I have to boost this to 45 and 50%. It is fun around 50%. I'd say 55, 60 might be a little more fun for some people, but the minute you start going higher than 60, 65, going to 70, it gets a little too loud, and I wouldn't recommend listening to anything this loud, because it can damage your hearing. And speaking about hearing damage, JBL has included a volume limiter on the app, so you can cap it at 85 decibels. So you can listen to a lot of your media at that ceiling without over longer periods of time without damaging your ears. But coming back to the fact that it's not loud enough for most people, if you have been listening to a set of earphones that is usually peaking at 80% or 90%, this at 80 or 90 will not be equal to that. It will definitely be much softer than the set you're listening to right now. So overall, would I still recommend these earphones after all this time? Well, honestly, it's not directed at everybody. JBL has done something very different with this. It's not big, it's not loud, it's not obnoxious. It's very comfortable in its own skin when it comes to the way it handles its overall tuning and sound. And in fact, I myself quite like it. It's not too aggressive in various frequencies, so I'd say it's a pretty good option to go for if you do want all the bells and whistles with the active noise cancelling, with the multi-device pairing, with all the features you have on the app, and of course the sound being the most important one. But again, keep in mind, if you do like loud earphones, these are not for you. So anyway, coming to the price, at the time of recording this video, this has had a maximum retail price of 7,999, but you can make this yours for 5,499 rupees, and I will leave the link down below if you are interested in buying it. And honestly, I think it's a little more affordable than when I first did my review. So at this price, honestly, it's a pretty good set of earphones. And actually at this price, it can stand up well. When it comes to the pricing in particular, there's a whole bunch of earphones from BBK that I'm looking at right now, and it could stand up against them on a price front. But again, on a volume front, I think a lot of people will not want to go for this. The masses may not want to go for this. But if you do want a sweeter, softer, truer, better defined sound, and you want all the features, I'd say definitely go for the JBL Tune Beam. So I hope you found this video helpful and informative, and I hope I've helped you make some sort of purchase decision. If you would like to help support the channel, I'm sure you know exactly how to. But of course, thank you for tuning into Paul's POV for some sound advice.